pool Ds. What the hell is the mule doing in there? Ship Showdown, Final 16RN. I thought we'd take a look at what is going up against what in this year's bracket. So we have Pool A, which is the Space Superiority. We have Pool B, which are the Explorers. Pool C, which are the Workhorses. And then Pool D's. What the hell is the mule doing in there? I thought we'd take a look at the bracket and see if we can kind of try guess who is going to come out on top. Now, Ship Showdown is basically where the ships go up against each other, as you see here, and the winner gets a special skin. So if you have the ship which wins in your hangar, or even if you don't have it in your hangar, a new skin will be available for it. Fun little competition. Let's go over. There we go. All right, there is the bracket. So let's start with round one. Now we have the Redeemer going up against the Gladius. So Redeemer, awesome ship, very powerful, but I think the Gladius, because more people have it and it's just more of the go-to ship for combat, will possibly take that one. All right, next one is the Scorpius against the Vanguard Warden. Not much competition. Scorpius is the new hotness. Everyone loves the Scorpius. I say Scorpius takes that one. Let's move you over, Scorpius. Congratulations. And that does make an interesting meetup over there. Here it gets more difficult as we go down to these over here. Now, the 600i Explorer against the Terrapin. Not particularly difficult. The 600i definitely. Terrapin is hardly used as far as I've seen. No one even flies a thing. Isn't much to do with it, but it is a pretty looking ship. But the real interesting challenge I want to see is what happens down here between the Carrack and the 400i. Now, the Carrack has been a favorite in the past, no question about that, but the 400i, for me personally anyway, is more of a everyday go-to kind of ship. And I think the Carrack's had its day. I think Carrack's won enough stuff. I would like to see the 400i. This personal opinion, I think the 400i takes that, but that is a tough competition. But what I want to see is the competition between the 600 and the 400. That's why I want to see the 400 go over there. Moving down to the Cutlass Black versus the Mercury. Again, good one. That's a very good competition. Mercury, Star Runner, obviously, crowd favorite. Beautiful interior. Everything is awesome about the ship, but the Cutlass Black, very popular, highly used, and cheap. Everyone always goes through a Cutlass Black on the way up as they progress through ships. I still end up using Cutlass Black all the time, even though I do have a Mercury. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I'm going to have to kind of lean Cutlass Black just because I think more people have it and more people use it. Tough one. I may be wrong on that. I may be wrong, but we'll see. On to the Freelancer versus the Raft. Okay, Raft has a very particular purpose. Freelancer's more general use. I would say a lot more people own the Freelancer, but the Raft is definitely going to come into its own in the next patch with a cargo refactor. Interesting. And whoever wins this goes up against the Cutlass Black. So Cutlass Black versus Raft will go Cutlass Black, but I think Cutlass Black versus Freelancer will be a tougher competition I'd be curious about. What do you think about that? On to the last one, we have the Avenger Titan versus the Eclipse. So Avenger Titan is a ship you pass through onto higher ships, but the Eclipse is an S tier. You don't go higher than that when it comes to torpedoes, at least. So I'm going to have to go Eclipse, which puts us on the last one, which is the Pisces versus the Mule. No competition. Maybe the Mule will win as a meme, but I do want to see the Pisces get some more skins. I'm going to have to go Pisces on that. So that brings us to round two, which is going to be Gladius versus Scorpius. 600 versus 400, which I think is interesting. Cutlass Black versus Freelancer, a good one, interesting. Eclipse versus Pisces. Yeah, all right, let's do this, okay? Let's go for the next round here. Let me just get everything lined up. All right, so between the Gladius and the Scorpius, a go-to fighter versus a large heavy one. I would say Scorpius, it's the newer one. And everyone's loving the heavy fighters. I'm going to have to go Scorpius on that. Now, between the 600 and the 400 is a tough one because the 600 is also getting a rework. But the 400, just for its utility, its size, its speed, the fact you can put a little kind of motorcycle in the front over there, I'm going to have to lean 400. Still 400 for me. Let me know. Do you agree with that decision, which makes an interesting matchup coming up next over there. Next up, we have the Cutlass Black versus the Freelancer. That is a tough one also. Freelancer University loved, but I do see more Cutlass Blacks around. Then that's a tough one. I'm 50-50 on this, but I'm just going to have to grab one of these because the next matchup will be more interesting, and that's the Eclipse versus C8 Pisces. Now, Eclipse for torpedo delivery services, unmatched. You can't beat that. But as far as a fun ship, which you just grab and go do things with, I think the meme ship here wins, and that'll be the C8 Pisces, which might be a spoiler here. Let's see. So, how's this looking so far? Now we have, in the semifinals, Scorpius versus 400. Not bad. Cutlass Black versus Pisces. Possible. So between the Scorpius and the 400, tough one. I think that's going to be a challenge because the 400 has some nice skins already. Scorpius has some nice skins. Scorpius being a very popular fighter. Everyone loves the fighter ship. So based on the fact that it's a fighter ship alone, I would say that. And the 400 has some awesome skins on it already. Which leads us to this one now, the Cutlass Black versus the Pisces. I've got a feeling that the meme ship wins here. Everyone's got Pisces, probably needs a new skin, which brings us to the very interesting finals. And between the Scorpius and the Pisces, I hate to say it, but I'm gonna guess the meme ship here may take it, just because more people have it. And more people may want a skin for it. And the Scorpius has awesome skins for it already. So possibly the Pisces, surprisingly enough, as the champion. Surprising. I don't know. Is that possible? How'd the Pisces get you? Pisces versus Mule is definitely Pisces. Pisces versus Avenger Titan will be Pisces. Pisces versus Eclipse, I'm leaning towards Pisces, all right? Cutlass versus Mercury. Let's say that's Mercury. Freelancer versus Mercury will be Mercury. Pisces versus Mercury might still be Pisces. Is it? Does this look right to you? Is this possible? All right? Gladius, Scorpius, 600i, 400. 400 versus Pisces. We'll still go Pisces. I could be wrong, but it's looking like Pisces might be the one to get the new skin by the way this is looking. Anyway, if you see an error in my judgment here, please post below. Your comments always appreciated. As always, thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next one.